Like Kevin, 17 and Kevin points came just directly off the pick and rolls and you targeted him. Gobert. When did you identify that would be a play that could work so well?
Before the series started, it was something that Steve had brought up, to the staff. A few areas that we thought that, we may be able to try to go at to see what could possibly happen, and so that was something that Steve had brought up before the series.
It's a message in this game for Portland about putting him away right away.
Yeah, and obviously Portland is tough. This team is really tough, especially at home, and we had a phenomenal start, especially in Portland and game altogether. You'd love to duplicate that, but I don't know if the Jazz are going to let us do that. They're tough-minded. Quinn's a great coach. The crowd's going to be into it, and so it's going to be a tough contest. But for us to try to go out there tomorrow night and duplicate what we did in Portland is definitely the goal.
What does it say about this team in regards to potentially having back-to-back sweeps, that's on the horizon, and then winning 7 straight postseason games for the first time in the history of the organization, at least in a single postseason?
Well, there's no doubt in my mind, I think, or any of our minds, how talented this team is. The thing that you like about this group is they're great people, and they're extremely unselfish. Klay struggled a little bit last night, and Steph got it going late, but we all knew that KD had it going, and you should have seen the guys trying to get him the ball. We do a lot of movement within our offense, but anytime they felt that he had an advantage, whether it was before we didn't pass the ball offensively one time, or we passed it a couple of times, it's all he had an advantage. We try to get him the ball so he can go make a play, and that's what you enjoy about the group. The talent, yes, is there, but the unselfishness is off the charts phenomenal for me.
Mike, you played JaVale in that game.
Yeah.
At some point, can you step back and say, man, what a progression this has been for him, for someone who might not have made the team and maybe playing spot minutes, and now you're putting him in huge minutes?
Yeah, and again, it's attributed to guys just staying ready, because we all know that he doesn't go back in at that point in the game. And for him to keep himself locked into what's happening out on the floor and go and contribute the way he did was really good for us. And JC has worked with him all year. Jarron Collins and JC's done a great job. They watch film almost every day, and he works with them at his hoop every day, and he's done a great job getting them ready for this point of the year. Knowing that he was on a make good contract coming in or something like that.
Are you wanting? He's not even with you half the time. Do you ever have to check in and say, make sure that JaVale's in this game?
No, because I know JC has him. So JC is in constant communication with the guy throughout the course of the game, and knowing that, we don't have to worry much.
Are you play JaVale more, or do you feel like you found the sweet spot on his minutes?
For us, the sweet spot on his minutes is about 10 to 12 a game, and at the end of the first, bless you, at the end of the first and at the end of the third, and if he plays well and we feel like we have a groove or an advantage with him out on the floor, then we'll increase it from there. He plays so hard that the stuff that we're asking him to do for a 7-footer is pretty phenomenal with how hard he plays, and so we don't want him to go much longer than 5 to 6 minute stretches.
What's the
he just had an off night. You attribute that a little bit to Utah. Utah did a nice job on him. They switched out on him. They were aggressive. They held him, and all that other stuff. And he couldn't break loose. And even in transition, they're fouling us, and so he's not getting any clean looks in transition. He's just got to stay with it. We have some things that we have in mind that we may try to help him out tomorrow night, but. He's still a threat on the floor, and he still opens up the game for everybody else. So, and then defensively, I thought he was really good last night.
Looking at the film, seeing again, you guys not getting any turnovers in the second half.
I still can't believe it, because they were very physical last night, and there were a couple of times that you think that we should have got a call, but we didn't get a call. I'm sure Utah feels the same way, and so for our guys to be as locked in as they were last night on the offense end of the floor. And then they did a good job of just keeping it simple. We didn't try to make too many home run plays or anything like that. It was good because we needed every ounce of keeping that ball in our possession going down the stretch.
Zaza outscored. He was bragging about it. How long do you think he's going to milk that?
He'll milk it just like he did the All-Star crowd. That's Zaza.
Andre's it's going. How's that for you guys?
No, that was huge, you know, and Andre's a really good shooter, and we want him to keep shooting. You know, they put Gobert on him when he's on the floor, and Gobert's natural instinct is to want to protect the basket. So we told Andre, hey, hang around the perimeter as much as you can, and when that ball gets swung to you, step in and knock that shot down. And, you know, he hit 2 big threes for us last night. You know, we even drew that corner three up for him because we knew Gobert was going to be in the paint. And he went and knocked it down, and so he can be big for us, not only finishing this series, but going forward because he just does so many things for us on both ends.
Have you been able with Steve as much as usual over the past few days?
Yeah, I haven't talked to him this morning yet. I'll be giving him a call here real soon. But like I said, we've communicated every day.
With the Jazz, they took, a 9-point lead there in the third quarter. You guys obviously haven't been tested too terribly much in the postseason. How do you think maybe that'll help you guys down the line?
You know, obviously you want to blow everybody out if you can, but it doesn't always happen like that because the other team doesn't cooperate as much as they should. But, you know, we were tested a little bit up in Portland. I think we were down, I don't know, double digits or something like that. And our guys just kind of stayed with it. And, you know, the poise that they have, no matter if we're up or if we're down, trying to execute and do things and get back in the game and or increase the lead is phenomenal. And again, you attribute that to the leaders we have and everybody being a veteran group, or our nucleus being a veteran nucleus.
Are you expecting anything at you guys tomorrow?
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, they're. I mean, everybody on that team's a fighter, and Quinn's going to have those guys ready. The crowd's going to be in it. And, we're going to have our hands full to try to win this game and see if we can close the series out. It's going to be tough.
Can you tell us about that Klay and Steph have when they get cold, that they can still, you know, just have the confidence to get it going again compared to just your average player?
Well, in order to be a great shooter, you have to have a short memory. And both those guys, I don't think they have any memory at all. So they're good to go. When they catch it and they're open, sometimes when they're not open, they're going to let it go. And we want that to happen because they're great shooters. And, you know, even the mere threat of them being on the floor, because I've been on the other end, I've been on the opposite end, the mere threat of those guys being on the floor is a huge advantage for us because it keeps your opponent on edge.
Great. All right, guys.